Neil Armstrong dies, and Snooky gives birth. Somehow, I don't think this is the circle of life Mufasa had in mind. But on a more serious note, back to the game. You may recognize this area. This is Pawprint Isle on square B5, which we've been to very early in the game. In this cave right here, there were two areas that were sealed off by boulders. But now that we have bombs, we can get through to these areas. Now, I'm warning you right now, there are no major rewards like treasure charts or pieces of hearts or whatever. All there is in there is money. Nonetheless, I feel the need to show this to you because we've been here before, and no doubt somebody's going to complain that I never showed what was behind those boulders if I don't do it. So, here we go. So, down here we have a treasure chest. Hello. I'm pretty sure I remembered an ambush of green chews here, but I guess I have no choice but to pick up this worthless joy pendant here. Ah, there we go, right on cue. I was wondering where they'd gone. Yeah, it's probably that you have to pick up that joy pendant, because all that stuff would have fallen on me had I not needed to. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah, sorry about that. I'm still picking all that crap up even though I don't need it. Well, I'm a hoarder. What can you say? Anyone who's watched my Pokemon LPs will know about that. I'm a compulsive hoarder. I want to have as much stuff as I can possibly get with a minimum of effort. So, the other boulder is right over there, and I believe the prize is a bit more interesting than a joy pendant, if my memory serves me correctly. However, it's guarded by a buttload of green chews, and you're not seeing all of them right now because some of them are, retracted and into the grass. Look at all that crap! Lots and lots of green chews, lots of jelly to pick up as well. Oh, come on. How many of those things are there? I mean, I'm not really complaining. Those are green chews and not dark nuts, but still, that's a lot of stuff. And I'm getting hit like crazy. Wow, if I'm getting hit this much in this random cave, I don't want to know what the Savage Labyrinth is going to be like. Now, no, I'm just going to take care of that one because you just know it's going to hit me if I try grabbing all that sweet loot inside the piñata. And wow, over 30 rupees for that. That was totally worth it, as a matter of fact. And for our actual reward, we get a purple rupee. We are now back to Windfall Island. That's right, we've come all the way back here. First thing we want to do, we want to talk to this lady here, who's apparently a former beauty queen of Windfall Island, and she apparently still thinks very highly of herself. Still looking better than all the younger girls you know. Bullshit! And we're gonna prove it to you. You need the deluxe picto box for this. The black and white one will not work. So let's take a picture of her, then show it to her, and see how she reacts at looking so horrible. And no! That's not what you're supposed to say. That's not the point I was trying to drive home. You're an ugly whore and you know it. Oh, but at least I get a reward, which is a treasure chart. So really, I'm not going to complain because this one, I think, leads to money. It might be a piece of heart, but still. God, this woman. She's just so vain and stupid, and my son likes it, so you must too. Yeah, great logic there. Anyway, we also have another pictograph to do something with. It's that pictograph of the full moon. And yeah, this is what you were supposed to show to him. So now he's going to be all excited about how you managed to solve his riddle for him. And quit whining about unrequited love. You're just sounding like the Forever Alone guy at this point. So, for this minimal amount of trouble, we are going to get yet another treasure chart. Man, we're really rolling in them. And the cool thing is that with every treasure chart, I get I get a bit closer to not having to read this flavor text anymore. And yes, I know Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are really annoying with flavor text that you've already seen, especially Skyward Sword. But this is Wind Waker, and this has its own special brand of annoyance. Next thing on the menu, you want to come here and talk to Zunari in the conversation area of his stall, sort of. It is a cornucopia. Is that a real world? No, don't answer. I know it's probably a real word. I'm going to have to look up what that means. So, we're going to get a reward for getting so many products to his store. And that reward is the magic armor, which is a less broken version of Nehru's Love from Ocarina of Time, in that instead of a fixed amount of MP that you have to consume every now and then, the MP will gradually go down, and trust me, even with a full double magic meter, you are going to last a lot less than the 57 seconds, that one cast of Nehru's Love was going to give you. So, yeah, this is an item that's fairly useful if magic isn't a problem. Personally, I don't use it all that much. The main use I have for it is in one fight that's going to occur a lot later in the game. I think you all have an idea what that fight is, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Up next, we have yet another side quest involving the Pictobox. So, I'm just going to get rid of those two pictographs that I have real quick because I don't need them anymore. Erase this one, yes. And, by God, erase this one, yes! Now, I want to talk to this lady. You might remember her as the lady that Lenzo was trying to hook up with some guy earlier on. So, she's talking about her outfit that comes from Outset Island. And, yeah, she's talking about the woman who carries a pot on her head. And, yeah, wait to take the words out of my mouth. But, yeah, little does she know that we're actually from there. And apparently Lenzo told her her fortune, so now he passes off as a fortune teller in an attempt to invade other people's privacy. Great, just great. What kind of maniac am I dealing with? So, yeah, what you're supposed to do now, you're supposed to, take a photo of her, and once again, you need the deluxe Pictobox. The regular one will not do. So, as usual, we're going to have to take a full body shot, and then we're going to have to take the photo to, the apple of her eye, as she put it, which just so happens to be the guy who gawks at her every 5 minutes for a couple seconds, then moves on his merry way. And, oh, he's right here, so good thing I didn't need to chase him all over the island. So let's show him the pictograph, and yeah, he's going to be telling you that he's had his eye on her, quite literally, as we've noticed earlier in the game. And no, he doesn't want to use the picture as sap material. He wants to hook up with her, and he's not worried about getting left behind in the friend zone. Amen, brother! We salute you for being a true symbol of manhood! Keep your eyes on the prize and go for it! But, yeah, I'm just going to... No, wait. I'm going to get rid of that pictograph first, and then I'm going to pull out the Wind Waker, because now you need to wait 2 days for something to happen. So yeah, you gotta play the Song of Passing 4 times, but I'm just gonna play it just this once for now, because there's something that I want to do tonight. And by tonight, I mean the in-game night, of course. So let's head over there, because at night, Beetle's shopship is found around the island, and I'm going to bother with the mail in just a second. I'm going to go for Beetle before he escapes, and I gotta hurry. Hurry up, catch up with him. Don't drown, though I guess drowning isn't much of a problem, because if it's a real drowning, your body has ways to reject all that water. All joking aside, let's go see Beetle. Now the reason why we want to go see Beetle is because we And I'm not very smart because I should have pulled out those joy pendants first. The reason why we want to talk to Beetle is to sell him some joy pendants. Because we're going to go see Mrs. Mary soon, and she wants 40 joy pendants in total. She currently has 21. The problem is that I'm gonna sell 63 in order to have 19 left. The problem is that she takes all of your joy pendants no matter how many you have. So this means that those 63 joy pendants that I just sold to Beetle for 300 plus rupees, they would disappear into thin air without me getting jack shit for it. So now that I have only 19 joy pendants left, I can safely take care of my mailing business. Now this mail comes from the girlfriend of that Rito, to whom we gave all those golden feathers. And odd that she should say she's a bird enthusiast, considering, you know, she's a bird herself. Oh, I'm not gonna bother thinking about it, because I just got a piece of heart, which was the entire reason why I waited to get that mail in the first place. So I'm going to head back up to where that young lady was. I think her name is Linda. Am I right? I'm such a sad, sad person for remembering many of the names of these NPCs. But anyway, let's go into Mrs. Mary's school, because she's there at night. So let's give her the 19 joy pendants that we have left, and it's going to make a grand total of 40. Now, the reason why you want to give her at least 40 joy pendants in total is because she has yet another reward for you. Sorry about that. I've been holding that cough back for a little while, but I just couldn't bear it anymore. My throat really was tingling. So, we get a special piece of jewelry, which is, it's so rare, there is not another like it anywhere in the world, which is actually true. This is the only way you can get it. So this is the Hero's Charm, which is something that when you wear it, you can see the HP bars of your enemies, and that includes bosses. Now, many people don't like the looks of this thing. I personally don't like it either, but you know me, I'm a function over fashion kind of guy, so I'm just gonna put it on this once and never put it off again. So yeah, Link is going to have that disgusting thing on his face for the remainder of the game, except for some specific cutscenes where he has some extra facial expressions. So, now that this is done, I'm just going to play the Song of Passing 3 more times in order to get to the second day after the hookup of sorts. And, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to talk to that lady again, because I remember a playthrough where it took 3 days instead of 2, and maybe it's because you need to talk to that lady on the day after you gave that picture. So now she says maybe he'll come tomorrow, and he will. So all we have to do is play the Song of Passing 2 more times. I could cut over that, but it's not worth the editing trouble to, you know, go and cut all that, because it's not like I have to play it 6 times like when I had to get the Bigoron sword in Ocarina of Time. That, I believe I did cut out, but now we are already there, and as you can see, she's not there anymore. She's at the coffee bar as Anton, which is the name of that guy from earlier. Once again, I'm sorry for being such a nerd that I know these people's names. But yeah, the guy hinted that he wanted to take her out for coffee, and they are going to start dating! Yes, much to Lenzo's delight, I'm sure. I wonder why he was so insistent on hooking those two up. Oh, hell. We all know what he has in mind. He wants to stalk them and then film them in the bedroom. Yeah, that would be the kind of thing Lenzo would do. I wouldn't put it past him at all. So, that was all we could do on Windfall Island for now. So next time we're gonna get back on the high seas.